Kiss your cheeks. Mwah, mwah. And
Okay, now I don't know what the fuck that is, but yeah, me and Rosie definitely started that. Anyways, we are going. Hi, everybody. Postscript of the Brony Crusaders here. We're here for episode 13 of Bronies Synonymous. I don't think I have a clever title for this one. I kind of jumped the gun here. But we're going to be talking about party ponies and pony parties and all other kinds of cool shit here. And of course, I've got my wonderful co-host, Rosie.
Hi!
And then we've got Noodle Soup.
Party all the time.
Primieval Brony.
a king of prehistory. Woohoo.
Right. Painted Patience.
I got my party.
And she also has her teacup. Because you know, teacup, 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 teacup. And then we have Prophetic Prose.
Holy shit.
Okay,
It's funny
then. Okay.
because
Anyways.
it's
So, yeah,
funny
we're-
because I actually just came from a street festival kind of thing. So yay!
Yes, so we're going to talk about pony parties and party ponies and all kinds of cool shit now, so who wants to go ahead and start us off? I know, Rosie, you have something that you want to talk about, but let's go ahead and see if we can get some of the others going on the topic first.
One of the biggest things about the partying would be definitely Pinkie Pie and her actual party put together canon, where she literally hits the button and it puts everything in place. That it's so awesome. I love that. It's not necessarily, to me, it's breaking the fourth wall at some point in time, but it's so out there. I love it.
Yes, the fact that she can basically push a button and stock a party or remove a party from Twilight's Castle like she did in Celestial Advice was just beautiful.
I love
it. How is that even supposed to work?
Physics.
I don't know, but I want it.
But then again, how does Pinkie Pie work?
Yes, never question the Pinkie Pie. That will simply make the entire universe explode.
Exactly.
Or just all of our brains.
But I like it. Explosions.
I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. Anyways.
How many festivals have there been in just Bronyville alone? Because it feels like pretty much
So freaking many.
Yeah, exactly. It felt like for a while that every other episode's like, oh, we're holding a festival to celebrate this thing.
Actually, no, that's not true. It's, I believe, close to 20.
That's still kind of a lot.
Yeah, a couple of those are repeat festivals, and while those have been repeats, we've been through just over 100 episodes. That's about 1 in 5 episodes is a festival of some point. So they're using festivals for a lot of their storytelling.
Drinking game. Commander Fry's idea.
No! I want to live!
I want to live. Get back here.
That being said, though, Pinkie does do a good job of maintaining all the ones in Ponyville. However, one has to wonder how, like, if the same actually works with all the other towns. In that case, we actually do have 2 other Party Planner Ponies who are on the case with that. We have Cheese Sandwich.
Weird Al.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yep.
cheese.
Yeah, Weird Al. And we also have the Precious Cinnamon Roll Party Paper. Who did a really good job in his little thing in the season 6 finale. He did a good job with his little party.
Question, do you think that they would actually bring Cheese Sandwich back for some other party?
I really do hope they wind up doing so, because they've done so.
Please.
They've brought John Delancey back for several episodes since his first introduction to the series. So it would be awesome, especially since Weird Al has stated that he wouldn't have a problem. In fact, he'd welcome the chance to come back to the show. So I would love to see what they would do with his character next.
He actually, I actually agree with you that he said if the LP staff want him to come back to voice his cheese sandwich, he'll be glad to. They just need to ask him.
Yay!
Ooh.
That being said, though, I want more stuff with Party Favor and at least some form of big role, because, I mean, we've had Pinkie Pie style party planners. We haven't had a party planner who specializes in the one area of the party planner. And so I think it's good to have one pony who's like properly specializing and is really fucking good at his craft.
Specializing in balloons?
He made a fucking bridge out of balloons. All right, that boy's got some serious talent. Right?
That don't seem safe. That does not seem safe at all. What if you got a hang hoof? Man, that's gonna be sharp. Pop.
Yeah, he has the logic of Pinky physics, so his balloon bridges can survive anything.
I don't believe that.
The balloon bridge is the true cause. The balloon bridge is the true cause of the Titanic sinking. Forget an iceberg. That thing hit one of those balloon bridges.
Out in the middle of the fucking ocean, yeah. He was building a bridge from the UK to America. It's just a really bad thing that it didn't get completed.
Yeah.
Then I can visit my wonderful sweetheart.
Yeah, he was
if he had completed that bridge, then I could have walked across it to see my prime.
You can walk to Asia. Walk to Asia.
Okay.
I will say when there are things that do require festivals, they're actually handled quite well, especially the way they did it in Celestial Advice with all the subplots going on. Because let's face it, like in a party, is there really only going to be one story going on? No, there's never going to be one story going on.
I loved the back and forth between Discord and Trixie in that episode. Those two are fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I really want an episode with those two. Because at the end of the season 6 finale, Discord gained a mutual respect for Trixie, and he even offered her to use of his magic to improve her magic show. I hope we get an episode.
When pigs fly, your wish is my command. Snap.
Yeah, I really want an episode with those two. I really do.
Can Discord plan a party, please?
Discord as the next party planner. That'll be interesting.
So many levels.
That is terrifying but hilarious at the same time.
I don't know.
Can you make it rain chocolate milk, please?
Well, of course.
I don't know.
Eternal Chaos comes with chocolate rain, you guys! Chocolate rain!
Rain!
I don't know. He knows how to have a good time for a boys' night out, so...
Apparently.
Nice night!
Yep, exactly. In the episode, which honestly in the first 5 minutes had so much of my eyebrow wiggling that it actually hurt. So there's so many lines in that episode where I was going, yeah.
What, the guys' night out thing?
Yeah, there's just so many lines where like, yeah, they're doing sex stuff. They're doing sex stuff.
Just reach to sex.
I loved Dungeons and Discord, but I really didn't see that as a party episode, really. Probably one of my favorite.
That fucking should have. Oh my god, that would have been beautiful.
There needs to be.
It's a party in all its own. You love my
I really want a sequel episode to Dungeons and Discords. Please, 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 write us do that.
Yes.
Ugh.
Oh, and then have like Rainbow Dash and Pinkie Pie actually join in the second one.
That's the bad thing I always...
Or we could actually...
That's honestly the bad thing I thought about Dungeons and Discord, is the ending is where the main 6 had some of the female characters jump in. It's supposed to be a guy's thing, and they kind of ruined it by dragging in some of these female characters.
Discord could have pulled the ultimate fan surface and turned them into the Rule 63 versions, going, guys' night.
That would have been funny as hell. But, one of the best lines is still, did you see the size of Big Mac's sword?
Oh my!
And my only response to that is, I ship it.
That's mine. That is mine.
You have a fur, go away.
And the deer.
Anyways.
And, well, actually, I would have said the demon pony, but that's Prose's.
He's mine now.
No,
Screw you.
You can have the green pony.
No, I want both gingers. Go away. you
Oh
too.
my.
I mean, what?
Yeah. What can I say? Redheads are sexy.
One of the interesting things that I thought was kind of cool is they had a celebration specifically for children. The Children's Festival for Ponyville. You know, the one where
That's cool, yeah.
Rarity was making that,
The puppet theater.
yeah, she was making that puppet cart. I thought that was absolutely wonderful because nobody ever celebrates or respects to the children. So it'd be really cool to have something like that in real life.
The children.
They do have that in real life.
Yeah.
It's just not like they have it everywhere. It's just trying to find it as well as get people organized to do it.
True. Yeah.
I
So
will say,
basically,
however,
this would be the
yeah.
kind of situation of what happened in not Maid in Manhattan.
Yeah, they have
The other one.
festivals for twins. They have festivals for the middle child. They have everything.
The quinceañera.
Mm-hmm.
But let's face it. The
Well, the
I don't even know what it's
quinceanera
called,
is
the
kind of
der-
based
the
off.
the derby race thing. That's boring.
That wasn't really a party though.
No.
It's still some form of celebratory
No.
thing or event, big event thing.
Yeah, Ponyville has a hell of a lot of events, and I kind of wonder, just how much do people actually put into all this? Because there's apparently a lot of effort that gets put into Ponyville, and if that's just Ponyville, or if it's something that's universal in Equestria.
Yeah. I've already decided if I do get around to reviewing that episode, the opening skit will have a Robot Wars reference.
Oh, good.
Hell no.
Well, here's the thing. With
That'd be fun.
Ponyville being a party, if you can kind of tell the difference. You go to Canterlot, they're all kind of snobbish and all that, so they don't get a lot of parties. Unless they're all teacups. Okay, I'm not good. Teacup.
No, I kind of have to disagree, though. They would wind up having the kinds of parties, but more like what you would see with the garden party of what you saw for with
gala?
Twilight's birthday episode.
Yeah, Twilight's birthday thing when
Oh,
she
Sweet
was
and Elite.
trying to make the
Yeah,
dress.
in Sweet and
Sweet
Elite.
and Elite, yeah.
Yeah, gala. I think.
You'd
And
have
of course
more
on the
things
gala.
like that
Tim,
and the Grand Galloping,
to me-
Galloping Gala rather than something like a Children's Day or, the cart races or anything else like that. Stuff that, more common folk would enjoy better. Because all those,
Yeah.
snobbish Canterlot types are going to be sticking their noses up in the air.
Yeah.
Exactly. The thing is, it's not a party. It's not a party. The thing is, to me, that is
It's a
just a
festival.
gathering. It's a gathering. That's what the Canterlot would call a party. Is just a gathering. Like, oh, we're just gonna have peas and biscuits and bourbon biscuits and all this other stuff. Like, no, we're done. We're done.
Where they have bourbons, I'm going.
Until you wind up getting Fluttershy in the garden and trying to talk to the fauna in there, and then she comes bursting through the gate. You're going to love me!
The implications are simply scandalous.
Just saying though, writers, the Grand Galloping Gala is a perfect way for you to do a romance story. Thrax someone now. I didn't say anything there, Thrax.
That wasn't very subtle, by the way.
Nope.
Question:
I
what
really
do you
think
think
it-
would be the best kind of dessert besides cupcakes that would be for a good party?
Well, we've seen some awesome cake designs, especially the one that they had made up or designed for Rainbow Dash's birth anniversary. But yeah, the cake for Mystery on the Friendship Express, that was an interesting one too. That one also brought together several different styles of cuisine as well.
Yep.
I'm just gonna say the whole idea of birth anniversary, that kind of has dark implications because you could take it the light way of she was born in Ponyville, but like she said when she moved into Ponyville, so that means on her birthday she ran away from home.
No, on her birthday she moved from Cloudsdale to Ponyville.
On the eve of her spirit formation journey anniversary.
Yep.
That still does possibly imply that she either got kicked out of her house or ran away. Possibly.
But she could have became of age though, because the thing is, she lives on her own in a cloud. So
Yeah.
So she's of age to have moved out.
Yeah,
And
she's
be
got
on her own.
for a Pegasus, she's got quite a swank little place up there.
Mm-hmm.
It is, yeah.
Flag.
And she's got enough money to take care of a turtle, so I'm pretty sure she'd be fine.
Tortoise.
Same thing.
Tortoise.
Tortoise.
It's a tortoise
It's got
and
a
tortoise.
shell. It's got a shell. It's the same thing.
Oh, don't be silly.
Home.
It's not a tortoise at all. It's a very exotic gem / rock.
It's a rock, from what Pinkie
It's a
Pie
rock.
says.
So what you're saying is it's a
Is a
relative of
rock.
Tom.
Maybe.
Or Boulder.
It's definitely
Rock.
That's a
Likely
ship
a
that I
rock.
thought was funny as hell is Tom and Boulder.
Tom and Boulder.
Anyway,
Why
we're
not?
not talking about ships this time around. We're supposed to be talking about festivals. I just can't help it. I'm
Well, actually-
addicted to shipping.
Actually,
Okay.
here's a good question we can ask when it comes to the festivals and party stuff. Which ponies would make good, like, party planners?
All the ones with curly
Outside
hair.
of the ones that we already have.
Yeah, I say the ones we already have. Which ponies would make good party planners?
If you've noticed, if you have noticed, almost all the party ponies have some poofy curly hair. You see that it's automatically a party pony, apparently.
So Kichi
So,
FIU
Sweetville?
is a party pony.
Yep.
Got it.
So Sweetie Belle is a party pony.
No, because Sweetie Belle doesn't have poofy curly hair. She just has curls.
Her hair is curly. It's just not.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not floofy.
It's not
Yeah.
floof.
No enough roof.
Not enough floof.
Not enough floof. There's a good one.
It needs to be either Painted Patience floof or Titi floof to be party pony-ish.
So does that mean you're a party pony, Patience?
I might as well be.
I mean, you know, like
Her party is all encircle one thing. Teacups. 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 Teacups.
Teacups. Whee!
I kind of want to see.
Is that
those
just gonna be our running gag for this one?
Yeah.
Apparently.
Do you know what I want? Do you know
Your
what I want to see?
icon amuses me. I can't help it.
Do you know what I want to see when it comes to these like party planner things? Does everyone remember Friends? How Monica did do for quite a few episodes, like try and have a very organized party. Twilight,
Yeah.
Twilight
That sounds
do
like
that.
Twilight. Yeah.
Twilight
Yes,
would wind up
please.
doing that, but
Can we
really,
please have that?
yeah, that would be funny as hell. But the only way to actually make that successful, I think, would be to have Rainbow Dash and Twilight working together. If they can keep from ripping each other's heads off, they'd actually be a fairly decent pair.
I
For
already tried that concept anyway. With the Apple Family reunion.
that had nothing to do with Twilight and
No, but it was pretty much exactly what Twilight would do, only this time it was AJ doing it. And it backfired. Almost.
Actually, I just remembered there was the sleepover that Twilight had with AJ and Rarity too.
Oh,
yeah.
that was a good one. Look Before You Sleep. Way back in season 1. Still one of the
Yeah.
best episodes the series has ever had.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone else think that Luna would probably be good at like planning this stuff?
I would laugh my butt off if I seen her trying to plan a party.
Fun has
Yeah.
been tripled.
What is the double?
We can have a sleepover! I've always wanted one of those.
Oh, that'd be so cute if she just had to do a little Philly sort of thing. It's like, oh, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do this. I'm so excited because
And this, and this, and this, and that. I put that over there. I put that on the ceiling.
that'd be so cute.
I just
Right.
don't see that ever happening just for the fact of her responsibility. Except
Yeah.
she does like to make jokes to Princess Celestia from what I'm
Do-
hearing.
Do you know what I think would be a good idea with that is just the sort of fact of like Celestia's like, you know what? Like, it's been a while. Like, to celebrate your thing, I'll let you plan your party thing. I'll deal with the thing. Yay! Thank you.
Look,
What?
Luna is.
What, you want
she
Luna
is a
to go
jokester.
Twilight on you?
That'd be adorable.
No, please don't ruin Luna.
Well, she won't be organized and all that, but just be like just excited. Because
I was talking about Philly Twy from, not Crusaders of the Lost Mark. The one where, the Cutie Mark Chronicles, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, we get to see the flashback of how Twilight gets her cutie mark. And she's just bouncing up and down. Yes, 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 yes.
That was adorbs.
Next I want to see is Luna do that.
Yes.
Definitely.
Be adorable.
The thing is, she would do that because she actually does have a very joking-like aspect, which I understand. Like, with that, she could somewhat plan a party, but I think she would attempt to have a big party, kind of like Pinkie Pie would, but it would somehow fail accidentally because she wouldn't understand certain things that needed to be done.
Citizens of Ponyville!
Exactly.
Let's party!
Like, that would be cool where it would have it be a Luna and a Pinkie Pie episode where Pinkie Pie would end up trying not to be Pinkie Pie and tell her exactly how it's supposed to be because she's trying to be nice. And then she ends up having to help her anyways.
I'm actually thinking of a good idea. Like, you know how I talked about Discord trying to plan a party thing? I'm thinking of the Rick and Morty season 1 finale where Rick plans a party thing. I'm thinking of that.
I haven't seen Rick and Morty yet.
Why not?
No spoilers.
No spoilers!
It's not going to be like a proper big spoiler sort of thing, but basically, I want to see Discord just continually just wanting to keep the party as alive as possible, despite everyone around saying, "No, dude, like this is kind of a bad situation we're in." Discord, bad things.
I can definitely imagine that happening, especially if it's a party that Fluttershy is somehow behind.
Probably, yeah.
And okay, I wish the show could be a bit more like PG rated because of the line. It's just like, okay, in order to save this party, we're gonna need in order to like save us from here, we need some of this stuff. Oh shit, motherfucker! There they really are. They're right fucking there. Let's face it. That's probably what Discord is like at a party when he's getting drunk. Which actually, yeah, that's an important part of partying. We haven't talked about how the ponies would be like when they're drunk, which I think is quite clear that Rainbow's an alcoholic.
Very much.
We've seen what they look like under the influence of sugar or salt, I guess it would be. So I think that'd be pretty funny.
We're gonna get.
I think that'd be pretty funny.
So this because there's many different types of drunk. Like, which one of the main sex do you think is the flirty drunk?
Rainbow Dash.
Rarity.
Or Rarity.
The angry drunk?
Ooh, angry drunk.
Angry drunk, Rainbow Dash.
Fluttershy.
No.
He's so funny.
Well, yeah, I can see that. It would either be Rainbow or Flutters. I think, but then again, Flutter might Flutter is Raj. I swear, she is going to be Raj from Big Bang Theory. She's gonna take a sip and she's gonna like, I can do anything.
That'd be cute. Yeah.
And then just like going to Discord, like, sup Discord, wanna have a ride? That's what I'm saying.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
I don't think I would drink that much. I'm sorry.
You know, if I had to be completely honest, Twilight being under the influence of alcohol, or in their case would be salt, I can imagine her being the one who goes completely batshit wild. She'd be the kind of, she'd be the organized and, you know, calm and reasonable pony until she completely loses all inhibition whatsoever, and you know, she'd theoretically be the one standing on the table whipping around her shirt topless.
Ponies don't wear clothes.
Yeah, ponies don't wear clothes, but you know, you get the idea.
I think Pinkie would just be completely unaffected by alcohol.
Probably.
No, she would get drunk and just pass out. It would literally not affect her at all, and except for just knock her ass out to where she just passes out and goes to sleep.
I can see that. Yeah.
No.
How did we get onto the topic of how the ponies would be affected by alcohol?
Big Mac would be like Raj.
No. No, I really can't. I literally think the way Big Mac acts, he's more respectful. So in the more like he's not really shy. Yeah, he is shy, but he's not as shy as Fluttershy. I actually think he would actually be a more aggressive, not necessarily all the way aggressive, just enough to intimidate somebody.
Yeah.
So I don't think.
And while we're
sorry, Big Mac, I love you, but stay out of the party, please.
Hey. And since we're on the topic of the Apple family, because Southern stereotypes, Applejack can probably hold her liquor pretty easily.
Oh yeah, definitely. She would. Hey, she drinks cider all freaking day. What do you expect?
It's true.
Hey, I don't appreciate that kind of talk about my stereotypes.
I bet Spitfire gets really sly when she's drunk. She'd
be one of those horrible. She'd be one of those horrible bar drunks that tries to flirt with everybody and sucks at it.
Oh yeah.
Especially with Soren, it's like, hey, you know what you and the Star have in common? Spitfire, no. You're both sexy. Spitfire, please.
She'd be leaning over she'd be leaning over towards Soren and be like, so, I got some pie you can try.
No. I got it. It'd be even better than that. She'd lean over to Rainbow Dash. She'd be like, so what's a nice girl like you cost for an evening?
And just Soren in the background. We have practice tomorrow. You're going to look so fucking stupid. Why?
Yeah.
I feel like out of all the ponies, Soren and Spike would be the two of they're just not getting drunk, just being the responsible ones, saying, "Okay, time for you to leave."
Surprisingly enough, Spike has already shown that kind of a personality. He's really the responsible type when everyone else starts to lose their shit. One of the examples of such being the episode where Zakora was introduced, Bridal Gossip. Mm-hmm. So, but yeah, I can definitely picture, maybe not Soren, but I know Big Mac would be the kind who'd be like, you know, you're kind of getting out of hand, you should probably bring it back.
Am I the only one remembering the time, I think it was at the Grand Galloping Gala, where Spike leapt for the donut shop and it was like, give me another donut, this time extra sprinkles.
That was funny.
Especially because he did
another donut, extra sprinkles.
It even looked and sounded like he was just a bit not drunk, but just like just please. Why am I friends with these people?
Why do I feel like Maud would actually be able to pull off a good party in a rock type way? It would just be so cringy and awkward for normal people, but anybody involving rocks is like, yay.
So
I guess you could say her parties would rock.
I
actually put my glasses on for that.
I kind of want
to see an
episode where Pinkie Pie and Maud Pie would actually switch spots, and we would just see them both go completely mad. Maud Pie's like, I can't do this. Pinkie, can I have my job back, please?
And then just Pinkie just mimicking the monotone.
Exactly.
That might actually be an interesting episode to watch, is somehow their brains get flipped to the opposite ponies' bodies.
Can we also have Starlight trying to organize a party?
If Starlight and Trixie screw up with magic again somehow.
I could see that. It would definitely be Trixie's fault.
Yeah, it'd probably be Trixie's fault.
Yeah, it probably would be Trixie's fault.
I kind of have a feeling that those two are the ones that get drunk together. And when something really bad happens, Starlight just immediately just goes, "It was her."
Be drunk.
Here's the bus. You just went under it.
It's like it was her. I had nothing to do with it.
It's her fault. I didn't do anything.
It's not bad that I'm now imagining both Starlight and Trixie getting drunk and then waking up in Starlight's bed the next morning, is it?
With sunburst is in the middle of them.
I really do think that if Trixie were to ever get drunk, she would be like the sad drunk, like she just start bawling out of nowhere, like it's so funny.
I'm a failure.
I'm a horrible magician, and I'm a unicorn.
My life is a lie.
Which one do you think's the philosophical drunk? The one that gets drunk is like, dude, what if like the media controls what you watch?
I feel like that would actually be Starlight for some reason. I really do think that.
just looks at her who's like, why do we not have horseshoes?
Why do
whole
we
reason-
wear
Then
clothes?
she just looks at the other one like, how are we able to hold stuff?
Okay.
That would definitely be a crack that they made.
Fluttershy for some reason.
I want to
All of a
see more
sudden-
Tree Hugger. I think Tree Hugger would definitely be a good add to a party. Come on, she would give us all the freaking smokes.
I'm like totally feeling your vibe, man.
I believe it.
Oh my god, we need the bowler
I
ponies.
don't think Tree Hugger gets drunk, she just gets high.
Exactly. You don't
And
need
it-
drink. You just get high.
That's just Tree Hugger's default state. She's always high.
I bet she'd try and rope Discord into getting high.
So
Ooh.
Fluttershy, like,
Oh my god, a high Discord. That would be funny as hell to watch.
what's
Just
gonna
like-
die?
Just
Hey,
like,
Discord, what do you
like-
want on your burger? Ham.
no, it's just like imagine high Discord's like poof. Oh, it's a magical rainbow. It's so pretty.
I can make chocolate rain, man. Just eat it all day, man. Totally.
And just like Tree Hugger goes like, dude, what if it was like not chocolate?
This is
Dude.
strawberry, man.
And just like, dude, now you're asking the real questions.
My
What
hands
is-
are
what is-
huge.
Why do they call chocolate chocolate?
Why? What if life was chocolate?
What if we're chocolate?
I am chocolate.
Whoa.
Yes, you are.
Yes, you are. You're chocolate.
My
I'm caramel.
hands.
If
my
I'm
hands are
chocolate, I'm white
huge.
chocolate.
You're cotton candy. There's a difference.
Hey, be quiet.
He's just sitting there. Dude, my hands are huge. They can touch anything but themselves. Wait.
And he just looks at himself going, I'm different everywhere. Whoa.
I think we do need a lot more people like Tree Hugger. I think it would be really cool. Like, just have like a hippie party and then have it like
All I want is high Discord. Can we please just have a high Discord?
It's already high.
Oh, that would be beautiful, yes.
There's probably fan fiction of Fluttershy getting high with Tree Hugger somewhere.
There is. I can guarantee this for a fact because I've seen it.
So anyway, guys, back to parties.
We are talking about parties.
Still talking about parties?
Yeah, why are we talking about drugs and alcohol if we're trying to talk about pony parties?
Drugs, right?
None of us here condone the smokage of any herbal substances or the drinkage of any barley like made produce.
Unless it's
Maybe.
apple juice.
Yes, apple juice. That's just
Apple
why I could.
juice.
Apple juice.
Yep, and bloom approved.
Ooh, because we're talking about parties and like what a grown-up party is, like which two do you think would be the most likely to do it? And like would be the first ones to like just head up to the bedroom and do it? Like, if we're just having all the ponies, we're in a big room together for one big party. Which ones would be the first two? Just, like,
Hang on, are you talking about the main six, or are you talking about basically like all of Ponyville?
yeah, if all the characters that we currently know of were in the one big party together, which would be the first couple to be like, okay, I just want to go up to the bedroom.
I know who the guy would not be, and that is Bulk Biceps, because of one reason. Steroids.
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 It will be Starlight and Trixie.
Yes.
And Maud.
No, it'd be
Let's
the cake.
Starlight, Trixie, Maud, Sunburst. Right, can we have that for
No, it'd be Discord and Trixie.
Discord and Fluttershy?
Oh, Discord and Fluttershy.
Yes. Discord
No,
and
it'd be
Fluttershy.
Discord and Trixie because both of them have extreme egos and both of them have really low standards.
Oh yeah, and yeah, it's just, like imagine like Trixie drunk, so like, hey, I've got the better magic than you big noodle.
Yeah.
You're just a massive dick. And then just Discord's like, why don't we prove that?
I was about to say.
Party.
And that's why the Apple family stopped having their cider celebration.
Probably should too.
Oy vey.
Or Discord would probably just like fuck with Trixie. So the fact of like, so I hear you like teacups, then just makes like teacup sized breasts. There you go, that's teacup. Bumtis.
I would like. Speaking of teacups, I think it would be really cool to see teacups actually like a game like where you actually get in the little the ride and they're just spinning teacups everywhere.
I don't know about teacups, but I know like D cups.
Rosie.
I'm sorry, I had to say that.
Well,
anyway,
My poor sweetheart is in this call listening to all this shit.
Yeah, I'm literally
You okay,
disturbed
Rosie?
by all this.
Are you okay?
the innocence.
Yeah, I get disturbed images in my mind after what, like, things that, like, Napalm had said.
Sorry, Rosie.
Hey, Paul.
We're sorry, Parker. Our bad.
Give Rosie hugs.
I can start kicking people from the call if you want me to, sweetie.
Let's just go with like actual not like non-adult kind of party
Yes.
things and stick with the show.
Let's talk more about actual party stuff.
Okay.
What's your favorite festival that's been shown in the show? There we go.
I was about to bring this up when we were talking about Celestia and Luna, but the first thing that came to mind, probably because it was the first festival we actually saw in the show, was the Summer Sun Celebration, and I just think that it's cool how like it's. I don't actually know where I was going with that sentence.
It's like a solstice, but celebrated.
I think it would definitely have to be the only one I remember, even though I absolutely hate how they treated Pinkie Pie. It would definitely be the one with the Rainbow Dash's birthday anniversary thing.
Oh yeah.
Rainbow's birth anniversary.
No. I remember what I was gonna say now, because the Summer Sun Celebration is like celebrated around like all of Equestria. I like the idea of like seeing how different cities and towns in Equestria, like what they specifically do to celebrate the Summer Sun Celebration.
Yeah, I agree with that one. But the big problem is we've only seen two of them, and I guarantee we're not going to see another Summer Sun celebration.
If they do it again, then it's just kind of like, seen this already, it's going to lose views.
I'm just going to go for kind of a safe option, but I do like the gala plainly because all kinds of doors open up for plots in every single episode that it appears in or in the build-up towards it.
Yeah.
All kinds of episode opportunities open up with them, including ones that could involve romance. Just saying, writers, you could involve something with that. Maybe with the princess and the new king or anything like that. Totally not trying to imply anything.
I cannot see that ship at all. I don't get it, but I'm not going to dwell on that anyway.
Yeah, I don't ship Luna and Thorax.
I forgot what it was called, but for me, the Cider Festival and super speedy.
Side effect? Well, no side effect. Oh, screw it. We'll call it side effect.
Yes, Ciderfest.
Oktoberfest!
I thought I heard you say cider breast.
Kinky. But anyway.
Yes, I am. Oh, God.
This is the kind of people we hang out with.
Yeah, but I want to party. Who wants to have a party now? I really want to have a party.
Yep. We hang out with
I'm an
dirty.
innocent child.
Yeah, I'm totally innocent.
Bullshit.
I am an innocent child.
You don't let
That's
me.
a double bullshit.
I know. Just let me be totally innocent and let the halo burn.
I thought that was St. Paul's
Anyways. Oh, Rosie still hasn't told her story.
Please, Rosie.
Yeah, Rosie, you had a thing you were going to talk about. We're sorry.
We've heard all kinds of cool stuff from the others. So how about my sweetheart?
Okay, this is gonna be like a long one, cause they all relate to the same kind of event, and well, here goes. My favorite special occasion is weddings, and since we're talking about parties in this one, the wedding party that I liked in MLP was in a castle wedding. Although the episode still has flaws, I admit, like with with Chrysalis, she might be the most deceiving villain in all of MLP, but her plan was like out of the window, and everybody not believing Twilight that Cadence was an imposter and all that. But anyway, the whole wedding aspect of it brought so many memories to me when I first saw it, and also when I watch it once in a while, it brings more memories to me, because the way that the wedding of Cadence's shining armor, it actually reminded me of the weddings in my family, especially with my mom and dad, my sister and brother-in-law, and recently my big brother and sister-in-law, and it reminded me of how everything came together in all of their weddings, and how I was involved in them, with being a bridesmaid for my mom and dad, and also the chief bridesmaid for my sister, or the maid of honor, as you called it. And in case you didn't know, my mom and dad actually got married twice. The first time was in a registry office, and the second time when my dad converted to be Roman Catholic, they got married in a church. Anyway, so with all the weddings that I've been a really special part of, it brings us just wonderful memories, of how they plan the weddings to the big day, and sharing the big day itself, when they going through their vows and exchanging the rings, and then when they officially kiss, and then with the wedding reception afterwards, I just have a great time with all my family, and also the new families I get to know, especially when my sister and brother-in-law, and also my big brother and sister-in-law at Christmas recently. Because when I go see weddings, I understand why they are so important in everyone's lives, and through the wedding of Cadence and Shining Armor, you immediately reminded me of all those times that happened, and the wedding day is so important that actually it strengthens the love between my mom and dad, my sister and brother-in-law, and my brother and sister-in-law. Sorry if I keep repeating myself.
Yeah.
It shows so much pure joy, and I was deeply honored to be a part of it. And that's why weddings are my favorite special occasions, because of the wonderful memories. What the fuck did we walk into?
We're talking about pony parties and party ponies, and Rosie was talking about a kinderlot wedding and how it reminded her of the weddings that she's been to within her family.
Yeah.
Speaking of weddings, Crimson, editor, when are you two getting married?
Where are the invites?
Yeah, I want to be in this. I want to see you guys get married.
Becca!
We're also
like
waiting
to
for
see
invites from
these guys.
Primieval Brony and Prophetic Prose, so don't worry too bad.
What's this?
Wait, what?
Is it?
Wait, what?
Well, we were thinking of a spring. Well, we were thinking of a spring wedding.
Hell no, we're not having a spring
He'll be
wedding.
throwing you both to Vegas.
Why do I feel like you guys would have a Halloween wedding? Why do I feel this?
That would be awesome. A Halloween wedding would be so cool.
I can see Crimson doing it.
I come down the aisle dressed as Count Edgella.
I can just see Crimson in a beautiful black dress with a red corset top.
I was
Which she
actually
actually already-
like a Comic-Con wedding.
Ooh.
Rosie, why
Well,
am I already planning sort of things I'd like to have at a wedding?
Prime
Okay,
before,
parties.
Prime.
The only thing is, baby, you would obviously have to make it a themed Comic-Con wedding.
Yeah, no.
Prime, you're going-
Because it would be very, very odd if in the aisle it's got people like we have Naruto, Darth Vader, One Punch Man, and the one guy that wears a wig all the time but is always dressed as a woman.
But isn't that the best part?
Not when he's dressed as Sailor Moon.
And
Hey, what the hell is wrong with Sailor Moon? Sailor Moon is awesome.
Yeah, not if you're no. I've got nothing against Sailor Moon. The one thing that creeps me out is when I see giant chubby guys dressing up as Sailor Moon characters.
Oh, you mean like
Am
that
I
one?
ever going to be able to talk?
Yeah, Chrissy.
Sorry.
Really?
Go ahead.
I was going to say, Prime, before you ask, we are not going to our wedding dressed as Ladybug and Chat Noir.
Of course not.
No.
I would, no, would it? That's a good idea for a little couple cosplay we can do at some point. But
Wait, you guys
Go
like
for wedding.
Miraculous Ladybug?
oh yeah,
we do.
I haven't gotten to see it yet.
Go watch it now.
I'm 100% planning on cosplaying Chat Noir.
Dude,
I-
if I could just cosplay as either Ladybug or Chat Noir, I would be happy.
Yeah, I think we might have forgotten about it.
Oh yeah, we're supposed to be talking about parties. Oops.
Party.
Yes, parties and ponies.
Is the pony for me.
Anyways,
Also, why are my videos being linked in this chat?
Because
Reasons?
What video?
Both of those videos, T-Store and Cake or Death, those are both my videos.
Oh,
because there was
okay,
I was having fun.
Okay.
It all was because of the conversation we were having before we went live.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait,
Anywho,
is this a podcast?
Yes.
yeah.
yes.
Yep.
Baka. Goes in the corner.
It's okay, Crimson. It's okay. Since
Yeah.
you and the editor are here, what are your favourite festivals and parties in Equestria?
Oh, in the show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, then in that case, then any episode to do with winter.
Ah.
Winter rapper, winter rapper.
Is it bad that they immediately, as soon as you mentioned winter, I thought of winter schnee?
Well, seeing as how I love Ruby, no, it is not a bad thing to think that.
Suddenly Crow.
This isn't a Ruby podcast, damn it.
No, it's not. We're supposed to be talking ponies.
So, do you think
If
during
we're still-
a wedding party that
if
there
we're-
needs to be confetti?
Obviously.
thrown it.
Absolutely.
Duh.
Not-
Is that
as long as
acceptable?
it's not thrown outside, because that could be harmful to birds. I don't want to harm the birds.
If we are still talking about weddings, though, I just remembered the other wedding that was in the show, Cranky and Matilda's.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that was a really.
Where we
That
had
was the 100th episode special, by the way.
Like,
Yes, it was.
I'm just gonna say, like, probably the best part of that wedding bit was just before we enter the town hall with the hug between Derpy and Dr. Derpy. Just like, so cute.
I should been so hard.
And then he ruins it by going, allons-y. And I'm like,
No!
I'm gonna snap your neck.
I was just going, I see what you
Oh, my puppy wants attention.
I still liked all this stuff with Lyra and Bonbon, though. That was cool, too.
That was
Who's
hilarious.
fanfic? Okay, one question. I know every single one of the questions that they came up with was all, well, not questions, but every single one of the cameos that was made was from events made by the fans and fanfics and stuff like that. Who wrote a fanfic about Bonbon being a secret agent?
I don't know, but I want to.
It's entirely possible that they just made that part up.
Dun, 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 dun.
Ba-ba-bon, ba-ba-bon.
I bet that's
Double O Bonbon.
I bet.
Well, hello, Miss Bonbon.
I bet after they actually came up with that idea, it was like, okay, you have to come up with a good plot for the Lyra and Bonbon characters, and you're on a time limit. Dun, 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 and just hear that music in the background. That's it. Secret.
My name is Bon. Bon.
Bon.
Wow, Bonbon's a platypus.
Ba 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 bon 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 bon.
Lyra!
Wrong network.
And we all thought that Lyra was the weird one.
Yes.
Yeah.
At least they didn't get her obsessed with hands.
Hands.
What about you, Crimson? What is your favorite festival and party in Equestria in the show?
Feliz Navidad.
I would say it's a tie between Nightmare Night and the Crystal Heart Celebration.
Ooh.
I fucking love Nightmare Night.
Nom.
Because on one hand, I've always been a fan of Halloween. Halloween is like the best day of the year to just scare the shit out of each other or to get candy for free.
I was literally about to say, I love Halloween specifically because free chocolate.
However, now it is a little creepy because you're 21, but on the other hand, my mom was able to get free candy because everyone thought she was blind in a Ferb costume.
Oh.
Like, my mom is very short. Okay, she's shorter than me, and
Wait, what?
yes, my mom is.
My mom is shorter than me too.
And so my mom's shorter than me, and she dressed up as Ferb for Halloween. It was a super last minute shopping deal, and she couldn't see through the head, so we had to guide her through the night because she really wanted to wear the head. And so she got free candy, and everyone thought I was the mom.
Oh my god.
Because I was the oldest looking kid among them. Please know that my mom's in her 40s and I am in my early 20s.
Good God. I had no idea that your mum was shorter than you were.
Yeah, she's like a few inches shorter than me, but the way the costume was and the fact that she wasn't wearing a bra made her look like she was like 13.
I'm going to tower over both of you when I come over at Christmas.
Well, you're definitely going to tower over Christmas. Where's the one?
But that's the reason why I like Nightmare Night. Nightmare Night, on top of not being like just some cash in from like a big company, instead it actually has some history to it, and having Luna in the first Nightmare Night episode kind of come to grips that this is what this celebration is about, and it's for fun. It was really fun. It was really great to have her not only accept it but kind of understand her subjects a little more. also, I like the Crystal Heart celebration because it's just a really powerful celebration. I know it's only centered around crystal ponies, and it kind of affects the regular ponies. It's not really clear on that, but I really like
yeah. However, the only thing about that is that there will never be another crystalling. I don't think we'll see.
I don't think we're going to see another crystalling either unless they decide to have more babies.
Yeah.
And by the way that frickin' Cadence and Shining Armor are acting around Flurry Heart, that's not going to be for a while.
Yeah.
I can
Can you
just
imagine a party for Flurry Heart's 2nd, 3rd, and 4th birthday?
Oh dear lord.
Yeah, probably.
That's probably going to be a thing.
I think that'll happen.
Now I'm thinking, because imagine it's like, Dad, you gonna say Dada? Dad.
Yeah.
That is going to get
You gonna say Dad? You gonna say Dada?
Destruction!
I am the Kylo Ren!
No, she would let Flurry Heart's first birthday would be merchandise!
She's gonna say her first words. Comrade Stalin salutes you.
Baby.
It was like, oh, she's gonna say her first words. I bet these wings broke Mummy's vag.
Oh,
That's probably that's the only problem I still have with Flurry Heart. I mean, there's no way that Cadence passed those wings out of her without it being like, ow, fucking hell, fuck.
And my vagina will never be the same!
Good night, everybody.
It now looks like a yawning hippo. Thanks to those wings.
Oh dear lord! No! You know, it does go back, right? Like, the only that while some women are susceptible to tearing, it's actually highly unlikely for you to tear during childbirth. It's actually more likely that you'll tear during really rough sex.
Question, what was the topic of this podcast again?
Parties.
Parties.
Oh yeah, we're talking about parties, like orgies. An orgy's the party.
Well, Crimson, we already have one that's definitely canon in the show, which is Starlight, Trixie, Maud, and Sunburst. Those four are definitely getting together in a big
Not again.
Also, Primal, it's Sunburst, not Starburst.
Yeah, fuck, I forgot that. Shit.
Although
I keep forgetting, mistaking that.
But to be fair, that's like the shipping name. The shipping name is Starburst.
Yeah, so I continually get it confused.
yeah.
Don't worry, I did that. When I did the review of the crystalling, I always said Starburst instead of Sunburst.
Starburst.
Oh, I'm an
God, I
idiot.
told you no more.
Oh.
Pinkie Pie? Yes? Hey, Pinkie Pie. What do you enjoy most about being the most awesome party planner of Ponyville? Because I get to make all my friends smile!
Are you
Well,
gonna
Pinkie
do
Pie-
a beat us?
You might not know this, but I'm just like you. I always bring joy to all my friends. Because, well, you're the one who inspired me.
That is true. That is true.
We should totally have a party together. We should plan it together. Oh my god, with all the sprinkles and chocolate Discord. Yeah, I think we should plan a party together. What do you say, Pinkie? Yeah, bet. Good idea.
Hey, Pinkie, I've got good news and I've got bad news. Good news is I've got this plate full of cookies. The bad news, the bad news is that they're oatmeal cookies.
I like oatmeal cookies. Now,
As long as they don't have raisins.
as long as they don't have raisins, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oatmeal raisin cookies are the Satan incarnate of cookies.
Agreed.
Now, to have a good party, you need to
Or for
have
me.
chocolate chip and lots of cupcakes.
And balloons. Or,
And
you know,
cookies.
Balloons are shaped like turtles and cows and giraffes and all this other stuff.
I can do that for you, Pinky. I mean, like, I would have to take a break from, like, the town, but I don't mind.
Party favor.
And we need all the rainbow colors.
And now
Of
we start
course.
with the shipping. Now, party favor? Go kiss Pinkie Pie. Go.
No.
No. Ow.
I would not.
Where's
Are
Weird
you
Al?
already? I have no idea what's going on.
Neither do
Where's
I.
Weird Al when we need him?
Good question.
Pinky,
Very
what's happening is we're
Very
making my
good.
OTP happen, okay? Now, party favor, just scooch a little bit closer. Just a
OTP,
little
I have
closer.
no idea what America is.
You have no idea what America is?
Anyway, I got guys.
America.
Napalm.
I got to head out,
Napalm.
guys.
Bye, Napalm.
Okay,
See you
later.
later. Thanks for having me again.
Woo!
You. Party on.
Boop.
Yeah.
Oh, that was interesting.
Yeah, seriously, when it comes like to get back on the topic of the podcast thing, party favor is probably the most underrated character, especially because he's not just like another Pinky. He's actually got a niche.
Oh, is
I
that
don't
the
even know
balloon?
who
Oh, is
Party
that the
Favor
balloon?
is.
Is that the balloon binocular guy?
Yes, it's the balloon
Yeah.
binocular guy.
He is a precious cinnamon roll who must be protected at all costs. He's adorable.
Okay, let's figure it out.
All right, so let's get back on topic. Parties.
Yes.
Woo!
And the
What haven't we
respective party
talked about?
points.
Oh, wait. I know. What about the full formal in the first Equestria Girls movie, and then the Crystal Gala in Legend of Everfree? They're like kind of parties.
Ooh. The fall formal was like, because of all the hype built up to it, it's just more of a like,
The full formal was just prom.
yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Whereas the Crystal Gala thing was adorable, and plus like that Timber Try moment. Oh my fucking god, it's so freaking cute.
Yeah.
It's in Golios stepped in. I was like, oh, come on!
It's
I was
so
like, oh, come
freaking
on!
cute.
We're not doing some kissing already.
Kiss, 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 kiss.
Oh, you two just kiss already.
Pretty sure they're gonna do both at some point.
And then it will show up in all of the fan art
And fan fiction.
and fan
Yes.
fiction. Mostly fan art.
And IMDb.
Yeah.
Hey, baby.
Yeah.
Baby.
Yes.
Boop.
Yeah.
Yay.
Crazy. Yeah. But
What about least favorite celebrations? Like the ones in the show that really either make you groan or think, why the fuck does this thing exist?
okay, it might not be a big party sort of thing, but as an event thing, the whole the derby is kind of stupid.
Agreed. Nobody
Yeah.
even liked that episode. No one
I
liked it.
actually,
It's
I
the
actually
design
don't
of it's the design of the course. Like, how the hell are you not expecting a crash to happen?
Okay, ironically, to this day, I still have not watched that episode.
Don't.
I haven't either, but I
It's
just
kind
heard
of hard
enough
to
about it to
watch.
not want to.
No. There's no.
All I know, like, I only managed to watch a bit of the episode. Like, I've seen quite a couple of videos or people talking about it. All I know is the fact of if I do get around to reviewing it, I will be making a Robot Wars reference in the opening skit.
Ooh, wait, which one? Which
I'll
robot
basi-
was Dora O'Brien or Craig Charles?
I'll be doing a reboot robot because I love Pulsar. Be like, okay, there we go. That's my cart finished. And then just,
Carbide.
it'll probably be a collab sort of thing. Just the other person looking at it is like, oh come on! All this says is
Carbite
it
for
has
the
to-
win, mate. Carbite for the win.
I love
I
Pulsar.
love Carbide, but he was gonna remake Pulsar.
Yeah, I love Pulsar is just like I feel it's. I love Carbide, but at the same time, Pulsar is just so beautiful. And like,
Yep.
fuck, the performance in
my
Series
favorite.
9, the performance in Series 9, engineering, brilliant. Anyway, we should get back on topic.
For the American friends that don't understand what it is, basically, you make robots that you make fight each other.
And it's awesome. Go look it up. Especially if you want to get into Robot Wars, there's one fight and one fight alone I recommend: Hypnodisc versus Splinter.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Honey, stay back. Stay on
Yes,
topic.
I was saying, it's like we're gonna get back on topic.
Thank you.
Even though there isn't any parties and festivals I don't like, but I think we can all agree on this, that there's one party that really makes us made us feel sad. The party scene in Mending Fences.
Oh,
Oh yeah, where she doesn't turn up.
Moon Dancer.
accurate everything.
Poor Moon
Yeah,
Dancer.
because that scene was so because that whole episode was really well done, and that's why I consider one of the top episodes of the entire series. And any reference to the very first scene, the very first episode alone, because it was like expanded upon, and you can see how really upset Moon Dancer is that Twilight left Ponyville without even saying goodbye to her.
Yeah.
She was totally dejected. And then when Twilight and us with her friends and Pinkie Pie and Spike recreated the party, at first Moon Dancer was kind of surprised that they actually did it, but she was still upset at Twilight that she was really bad friend to her for not leaving without saying goodbye. And I almost cried at that scene.
Yeah, that episode hurt me in ways that it probably shouldn't have.
Why am I having feels over these Technicolor ponies?
It makes you think. I'm gonna say the most I can name the most scariest party. The Party of One.
Oh yeah, that was
when Pinkie
disturbing.
goes into a pink meaner state.
The one that's
Not so bad.
I just realized something.
And their eyes
What?
get so creepy.
What did you just realize, someone?
Crimson.
What's up, babe?
We have ever since the Spike episode, Power Ponies, if you can count it as a Spike episode, we haven't seen the Castle of the Two Sisters.
Oh yeah.
In that
world,
in that universe. Like, we saw it in the season finale of season 6, but we didn't really see it ever again. Like, what happened to that thing?
Where did it come from? Where'd it go? Where'd it come from? Cotton Eye Joe.
Where did it come from? Where did it go? Where did it come from? Cotton Eye Joe.
Like, is it just sitting there, abandoned, because, we don't really need it anymore, or...
It's weird because, like, they spent at least a couple of episodes, like, fixing it up and washing the walls and whatever, and now we're not seeing it. And what?
Wait, hang on.
Like, why
spend
all that time?
Wait, it's empty? Hang on, let me make a few calls.
Maybe.
Hello. Yes, this is a real estate agency. Yes, hello. Yes, hello.
I mean, it's not like it's a huge plot point. I mean, they could be entirely planning on using it this season by making it kind of like Starlight's personal study to say, hey, maybe you can learn a bit of history about friendship. You know what I mean? Like, or maybe they're gonna use it again some other way, like as a celebration. You know, like, hey, this is now our personal party hall.
Hey, we found a way to link it. That's a good way to link back.
Or even though we use kind of Twilight's castle for town events anyway.
One of the parties that I really didn't like was the one where they did for, what was her name? The Griffin? The prank party?
Yeah.
Gilda?
Gilda, whatever.
Griffin the brush off.
Yeah.
Really Pinkie's fault, and that wasn't really the point of the celebration. The point of the party was to get Gilda to lighten up. The pranks weren't even Pinkie's idea. The only one prank that she did do was the hand buzzer or poof buzzer. What buzzer? The buzzer.
Yeah. The buzzer.
The buzz.
Buzz.
And the rest of the pranks were done by Rainbow Dash.
Yeah.
Exactly. But I really just didn't like that and how, I think it was more the fact that I just didn't like Gilda and how she was taking the party as an attack rather than something for her.
Well, I mean, she was setting off pranks left and right, so automatically she kind of assumed after that the party itself was a setup to get back at her. So I kind of understand that, but I mean, I get where you're coming from, but it's from Gilda's standpoint, she just ended up thinking that the party was specifically to get back at her or whatever.
Yeah.
So you can't really blame her for that much.
No.
Let's see. I think one of my least favorite events. I no offense, Rosie. I just don't like weddings. For the most part, I really don't like weddings. The only time where I really like weddings is when I'm watching David Turera in Wedding Planner. It was a TV show on, I think it was on Lifetime or Oxygen, and it was basically this really famous wedding planner, and he made these really wacky weddings, and they were huge, and they were kind of just adorable. But for the most part, I hate going to weddings in general.
It's okay. It's okay. I understand.
It's expensive. The cake's not really usually that great, and there's only cake. There's never like an actual meal. It's just cake. At least
unless you're talking receptions, in which case I remember specifically my dad's wedding to my stepmother where there was actual food and not just cake.
I don't know. I guess it's
really,
me. Maybe it's
I'm
just
really,
really don't
I'm
like
really looking, babe. I'm really looking forward to our wedding, man.
Aww.
You just, exactly. It's just like, oh, this is the happiest day of my life, and you're just like, yeah, whatever. Where's the cake?
No, my reaction will be, yeah, it's really great. Look, we got a dessert table. Oh my god!
Exactly. Your ideal wedding ring wouldn't be an actual wedding ring. It would be like one of those ring donuts.
Is there a problem with ring donuts?
No, I'm saying you'd enjoy that a lot more.
Yes, we Homer Simpson it. We just put like a donut over our fingers instead of actual wedding rings.
Yeah.
I don't understand. James Coco went mad in 15 minutes.
I've realised my least favourite of the festivals. The one in Simple Ways, which was irrelevant. It was completely.
Yeah.
It was completely unimportant to the plot because it was all. It was literally just something for like, oh, we need a reason for this that Rarity's crush to be in Bronyville. You know, instead of him like actually visiting to talk to Rarity or something like that. You know, anything like that, which could have made it a little bit more interesting in the fact of her trying to be like, okay, keep calm. This is like it's just a business trip. It's completely professional. But at the same time, she's just going, oh my god, please, just night, tonight, bed.
Bad touch.
And then she's just saying and then she's just saying the whole time after he meets Applejack, it's like, you came here to talk to me, you fuck.
That would have made the episode even a lot better as well, because then it's like, this is a business trip. You know, this is business, not pleasure. Hello. Business.
Even though it totally could be pleasure if you let me, but still.
Exactly. That's the whole point. I think we could have fixed. I think I've just fixed what could have made that episode much better.
Yeah, I still don't like what Rarity ended up doing, but
yeah.
I mean, that would have made it better.
Yeah, MLP staff, if you want to hire me, I will be able to work for minimum wage. Just don't make me do like what all the like really crap Five Nights at Freddy's spin-off games do, where I have to like watch things for like 6 hours. Please no.
Yeah.
they don't.
Unless those things that you're making me watch are like actual episodes of MLP, then I will not mind that.
Yeah.
Let's hear. I think another really bad festival, at least in my opinion, is the Grand Galloping Gala.
I like it because it just opens up so many different story opportunities with all different kinds of things. Because basically, anything can happen, really.
Yeah, but on the
like
other hand,
as a like plot point for a story in an episode or something, it's fine. But the event itself is just really fucking boring unless you have freaking Discord messing up shit.
I know, and having on the topic of that, why does Celestia keep having this festival or this ball, this gala, if she finds it incredibly boring?
I think she's just doing it to keep her subjects happy, but I think she's just now predicting the fact of, okay, Discord's now going to be starting to turn up, so I'm just going to keep running this because I want to see what we can do next.
and then we have Mod Pie, but given the most sickest burn in the world.
You're the most basic of jokes.
You're the most
basic of jokes.
You're the most basic of jokes.
I met a cosplayer that could do that with no inflection in her voice, like zero inflection. Like if you know how when you talk, even when you're monotone, you have like a tiny bit of inflection in your voice.
You're the most basic of jokes.
I don't know much.
Nothing. Nothing.
You are a rock. Ray.
Ray.
You are Ray.
Ray.
Like a rock.
But
you are.
This is my Nicolas Cage impression.
Well, this is my Matthew Broderick. I'm incapable of human emotions, so I sound very shocked. But I can actually kind of mimic emotions, but I have to pull back just in time. I mean, just in time.
Hey, babe.
Yes?
Spank.
What?
Spank.
Where's that coming from?
Because I can, bitch.
I know. I love you. I know. You know. I love you. Must be away from keyboard.
Hey, Percy.
Yes, honey.
I love you. Mwah.
Hey, I love you too. Mwah.
We're having a cute-off now.
A cute-off?
If Ido could get back here, we could make it a three-way battle, but...
No, I'm not cute.
Alright, no. This is how it's going to be. It's going to be Ino. No. It's going to be Ino and Rosie, and then Primal and Pose, and me and Crimson. We all have to We all have to out-cute Soma.
Oh my goodness.
That's impossible, babe. I've told you this. It's not possible.
Oh yeah.
That's your feelings. You know it to be true.
Watch this. Percy.
Yes.
I don't know what's supposed to be happening, but okay.
Sickly me. Sickly me.
Oh boy.
Baby.
Yes.
Nuzzle. Nuzzle.
Eggy boop.
Primie, I kiss your nose. Nah.
Yeah, I kiss your cheeks. Mwah, mwah. Then your nose. Mwah.
So is this still gonna end up as a party?
This podcast brought to you by Adora Beatus.
Hi there. I'm Wilson Friendly, and I'm here to talk to you
I'm here to talk to you all about Adora Beatus.
1 hour and 48 minutes. I hope Ino comes back.
Ino, get your ass back here. We're pretty much done.
Yeah, okay, fine.
Yay!
Baby.
Hello?
Lick.
She's being
I think we
mean to
forgot
me.
we were podcasting.
Percy, you can tickle me too.
I know,
I
honey.
know.
I will talk to you
Anyways.
guys later.
Well,
Yeah.
Okay, love.
as for the podcast, we probably should finish it. So, well, what are some of your favorite festivals or parties, and who do you think would be a good party planner and all this other cool stuff? We've had some cool, interesting conversations, including pony drugs, but that's a whole other story.
Comment down below who get high.
Dude.
And next week we talk about California and their very large weed problem, or is it a problem?
Oh dear.
I thought.
Since when did you become the announcer?
I don't
That
know.
is forever ago,
Anyways,
like 2 seconds ago.
this is farewell from the editor.
Cut. That's a wrap.
And for Prophetic Prose,
Ciao.
Painted Patience,
Be patient for the next stream.
Crimson
That's a good
Glow,
one.
This has been your future evil overlord, Crimson Glow.
Primieval Brony,
The king bids you adieu.
and of course, my wonderful sweetheart Rosie.
See you later, everybody.
And this is Postscript of the Brony Crusaders, and I can't wait to hear some of your thoughts and feelings next.